Yes, everybody, we're back. Football United TV, back with Lauren again for the Premier League weekend show. Let's get into this intro right now and let's get things rolling. Yes, people, welcome back to the Premier League weekend show. Lauren, how you doing? You're looking a little bit cold there today.
Yeah, I'm feeling the effects of this weekend and wrapping myself up and ready for bed, to be honest. But I'm good. It's good to be back finally.
Yeah, no, but you know what? You're a busy person. I check you out on Instagram. You're always doing stuff, and that's the best way to be in life, especially after COVID and everything else. You got to be going
Exactly.
out all the time. So I applaud
Yes.
you on that. Great boxing fight as well last night. When it's been a good weekend of sports, hasn't it, Lauren?
Mm-hmm.
Right overall.
Yes. Yeah, I think it's we've had some good games. Football, great fights. I think sports fans have been the winners this weekend.
They have been. And there was a really good boxing match between Leeds and Man United. We will get on to that. Very sluggish game, reminded me of the 70s. But let's start off with, Lauren, first of all, if I can get to it, if I can, here we go. West Ham United won, Newcastle won.
Mm-hmm.
Another good result for Newcastle. West Ham are on the up still. I mean, they've kind of been knocked off a little bit because of what happened with Zuma. And but what do you make of this result here? Good for Man United, I guess.
Yeah, obviously it's good. The West Ham dropped points. To be honest, though, I always want to see Newcastle dropping points. I think watching the game, I think West Ham they look like they're struggling a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Declan Rice is falling off the boil a little bit. I think he's looking very, very tired, but you can understand that because they're quite reliant on him in that midfield. You know, he played every game in the Euros, then went straight into the season. It's their first season in European football as well. I think it's getting to him now, and I do think he's starting to get really, really tired. I think Jared Bowen, it'd be criminal if he's not getting a look in for the England squad, because he's on fire at the moment.
Yes, isn't he? He's crazy good, isn't he? And he should be getting his place at least in the England setup. But disappointing, I guess, though, Lauren, for them that they really want to get that top 4 place. It is very open. We have just been talking about that, who we think might bag it. But do you think they're still in with a chance?
I think they could be, yeah. I think they've got to just get over this lull, and I think they can still compete. But I do think being in Europe has held them back a little bit because they're not used to it. They're not used to that many games in a season. So I think they're taking on quite a lot, which they're not used to. So, you know, they're fighting for top 4 and in Europe. Like, these are 2 big things that are happening for them this season. I just hope it doesn't, bottle it at the end, because I do like West Ham.
I do as well. And yeah, I know it's, I don't think they've played the Europa League game yet, have they? I think that's on Thursday. So that'll come up. Like, you'll see the differences in the Premier League, and it's going to be a lot tougher for them because they've got round 32, then 16, then quarters, then semis. There's a lot of games going on there for them. So we'll see how they do. Newcastle, though, you think, you've seen the clubs around them in the relegation battle picked up points this weekend. We'll talk about that. But do you think Newcastle now, they've got this resurgence? It seems to be like a good flow and a good bounce in the camp at the moment with under Eddie Howe and the new signings.
Yeah, I think with Newcastle, I think they are going to. I think they're safe this season. To be honest, I think that, like you just said, they've hit a stride now. I think they're all getting used to each other, and getting behind how. So I think now we'll see a couple of good results for them. I do still think they need a few changes, especially even with like the captaincy, and obviously they've lost Trippier for a while. So we just got to see how that plays out for them as well.
Yeah, they don't know how long he's going to be out for either. They reckon maybe longest mid-April. That's quite a long time, and mid-April's sort of the end of the season, isn't it? It's the last few games left. So whether he'll be able to help him when he comes back, and he'll be match fit for him. We hope so, because it's been nice to see him playing some decent football and giving that relegation battle a bit more of a fizz.
Yeah.
Talking of Arsenal though, because you were saying that possibly Arsenal might be. I know you probably not regret saying it because it's the truth, but you don't want to be able to admit that Arsenal might be the team to bag top 4. Great result against Brentford, because of course the first game of the season they lost, didn't they? And everyone thought Arteta's got to go. They come back against Brentford, they get the 2-1. Fair play to them. Unfortunate for Brentford as well, right, Lauren?
Yeah, I really like Brentford, and I kind of thought they might do it again. They've got, they've got a bit of confidence from the first game. But again, it's the same with Arsenal as well. I think they've kind of hit a stride now in the Premier League, and they've got that kind of, they're working well and they're grinding those wins. And I think that's why I think they're going to be taking that top 4 split place. Top 4 place. Yeah, I think now they that's just all of it this weekend is catching up. Now that they've hit that stride, I think they're going to run away with quite a few results now and get that top 4 place pretty comfortably.
I think so. I mean, Arsenal are doing better, and people were saying that Arteta is on his way to being the elite manager. Would you agree with that?
I think it's a bit premature still. Like he's not. Yeah. He's not won anything yet. Like, let's settle down. It was Arteta out the start of the season.
I know.
So you can't just change it that quickly from being Arteta out to him being the elite. It makes no sense. It's very premature. He could, become that, but at this moment in time, no one can predict that because he's not showing signs of it at all right now.
No, exactly. And you think Brentford will be safe though this season? I think
do,
so.
Yeah. I think they'll be safe enough. I think they'll get the points where it's needed, and I think you can have a bit of like first season syndrome, can't you? And you get the hype and you believe your hype, and bit like Villa, not Villa, Leeds, sorry, last season. But yeah, I think Brentford will be safe next season. I think that's when we'll see them start to shake.
I reckon so. They'll probably go down. It'll be sort of Sheffield United thing, right? It'll be the similar thing. Give us your player of the weekend if you are watching. Let us know who you think was the best player this weekend. I've already got mine in mind, and we'll come to that pretty soon. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Smash a like, share, subscribe. Let's move on to Brentford 0, Burnley 3. Great result for Burnley, right?
Massive result.
You wouldn't expect them to beat Brighton. We had a little bit of trouble with Brighton, didn't we? United. So what do you make of this result, Lauren?
I think this is massive for Burnley because they are really, really struggling this season. Really struggling. I hope that kind of, we're getting, we're on the back end of the season now, but I hope that just gives them a bit of confidence to try and go into the next few games and, at least get a point. Hopefully it's kind of give them a bit of resurgence just to crack on and try and pick up points here and there. We're in a position now where there's so many different honestly, I can't. My brain. There's so many teams on different games played, and
yes,
so there is opportunities. I do think that they're going down. Like I don't think they can really get out of that relegation, but I think go down with some dignity and try and use this 3-0 win as a bit of a confidence booster to just pick up some points going forward.
Yeah, you know what? I think is that their new striker scored. I think from this weekend. Is it Weghurst?
Woodhurst. Yeah, don't know. Can't remember.
The German guy. No, because Wood. Did Wood score?
I think so.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I haven't actually checked the goal scorers, but it just seems like it felt a bit funny that they got rid of one of their strikers to Newcastle, and you kind of felt like they might fall a bit flat, and they got a few people in that people don't know, and it seems to have worked for them. But at the moment, anyway, getting a 3-0 result, comfortable win. But I think I agree with you, Lauren. I think Burnley look like they probably will be in the relegation battle right until the very end, right?
Yeah, I think it's basically a done deal now that they're going down. I don't think they can really save themselves.
This was expected, really, wasn't it? Maybe a few more goals from Liverpool here, Lauren. 3-1 against Norwich. At least Norwich got a goal for the fans, away fans. Great for them. What else are you gonna expect when you go to Anfield these days? They look like they could get back that title campaign going again here, Lauren. Right?
It looks like it, and if anyone, I'd rather City win it. So it's hard. It's very hard. I can't go through that again. No, but I think whenever you're playing Liverpool at Anfield,
yeah,
you half the time you're getting your ass handed to you, aren't you? But we've got them soon, so let's not let's not jinx anything. You can go to Anfield and win, all right? But I think for Norwich it was they always knew they were probably gonna lose this one. But they got, like you say, they got a goal, and that'll be something they can take from it at least. But again, they're going down, aren't they?
I think so. They're not the type of team that does stay up, are they, Norwich? They always drop up and down like a yo-yo, like we said before. So I can see them probably going down with Burnley. I think we can agree on that. I think it might be difficult with the third place of relegation, but we'll get onto them because there's we talked about Newcastle. Southampton 2, Everton 0. Frank Lampard losing yet again. Wow. Ralph Hasenhüttl has done pretty good, actually, with Southampton recently. Do you know what I mean? They haven't really bought any players or really rejuvenated the team in that sense. And it seems like they're doing a lot better than they did at the start of the season. What did you make of this one, Lauren?
I think he's got them working as a team now. And I think the working in unison, and it's working for them then. And I think with Everton, I don't know how Lampard got the job anyway. But,
can you elaborate on that a little bit?
Well, I just think, what's he done to prove he deserves these kind of jobs? Like, I don't get it. And this isn't even being biased, but Solskjaer was never in contention for it, yet Lampard isn't any better than Solskjaer. It just makes no... I don't know why he's this sought after young manager that hasn't proved himself anywhere, really. But I mean, he still could work. He's still very new to Everton, so you've got to let a manager have time to, sort out his own team. But at the moment, it's not looking great.
I guess you look at it, Lauren. It's like, would Everton fans rather lose under Rafa or lose under Frank right now? And I kind of think that they don't mind losing under Frank. Whereas if Rafa even got a draw or sometimes even a close win, they'd still give him the jip. Whereas Frank's got it quite easy compared to what Benitez had.
Definitely, but I think I'd be if United got Benitez, I'd be on his back, like, because I'd never be able to get behind him because it's terrible. Like, you just don't do that as a manager. Like, you don't. I just don't like that, and the fact that he even went to Everton is just unreal to me. So I'm not surprised that the Everton fans were on his back and on his case since the day he started.
Exactly. It was a terrible job to take over. And Lampard, like I say, has got it a bit easier. He can lose to Southampton 2-0 and still people will probably believe that he can do something with Everton. Aston Villa 0, Watford 1. So we were talking about the other relegation teams and Watford getting another result here, like Burnley as well, which is very important for them. Gerrard not doing so great at the moment. Buying some decent players. Coutinho doing great against us, as you know, and then has kind of like dropped off a little bit. So what did you make of this result here, Lauren? Another good result for Roy Hodgson for Watford. I think their first win for a long time.
Yeah, I think, to be honest, I think Watford will be my third team to go down. I'm not a huge fan of Watford, just the way they go through managers. So I wouldn't mind seeing them go down because I never think that they treat the managers correctly. But again, if they can start getting results, you just don't know. I think it's going to get to the final few games where we're seeing, a battle to save themselves in the Premier League. But Aston Villa, it's not happening, is it? Really, something's not right.
Well, where are they now? I mean, they're surely could be in contention of being in that relegation battle if they keep dropping points like this. I mean, they're not doing that fantastic where they can look at the table now and go, well, we're not going to go down.
Yeah.
You think they are safe, yeah?
No, that's what I'm saying. They can't look at this at this moment in time and believe wholeheartedly that they're safe.
Which is strange. So I guess that really does go up right into the table, really, doesn't it? It's not like you look at a 12th place. They could even drop down into it because it is quite tight at the bottom there, isn't it?
Yeah, and like I say, the difference in games played as well at the moment, that all comes into contention when you're looking at points now and where people are. But some people have 3 games in hand, so it really is. It's going to be tight at the end. At the end of the league.
It is. It is, and I think Arsenal have got 2 or 3 games on Man United. So that's one of those things, isn't it? Well, I know we've got them to play as well, so that kind of adds into that completely. So I hope we do well there. Crystal Palace 0, Chelsea 1. Scraped it. Palace were actually very good in this game, Lauren. Probably the most dominant team. Dominant team. They're the most dominant in the 90 minutes. What did you make of the result? And Chelsea yet again scraping a 1-0. I know they won the World Club Cup recently. Scraped that as well, might I add.
I think with Chelsea, I mean, I won't mind scraping as long as you're getting the wins, and they're getting those wins in. I think they're just kind of, I think they're coasting a bit at the moment, but they're out of the title race. So as long as they're still getting them wins, I think they'll be happy. And obviously they won the trophy the other day, which I just think is a stupid cup, absolutely pointless. It really is. Yeah, anyone know what it is? No.
Do you know what though? I'll give you something, Lauren. Do you know how big it is in South America? Huge. It's a huge thing. I don't want to spread this out like just because, but 2 people were shot dead in Sao Paulo, Palmeiras fans, literally just after the final whistle, because of the importance of that game and how riled up the fans were. So it's a big deal for them, but for European teams and for us as well, it's not really, is it? They should make it something better, shouldn't they? I think.
I think if they market it, I cannot get my words out. Market it. they did the better marketing in England or in the UK, we might understand it a little bit more. We might be able to get behind it a bit more, but we don't get a showing of. We don't know what it is. If we don't get any kind of explanation. We don't hear about it until Chelsea win it. So if it was advertised more, we might enjoy it and we might be able to get behind it, like that tournament. But I think at the moment for us, it's just a nothing trophy. But it's another trophy in their cabinet. So you can't knock it.
You can't if you're gonna be entered into something like that because you won the European Cup, then you got to just take it on board. And if you win it, well done to you, I guess. This was a very interesting game, Lauren. Man City 2, Spurs 3. Really good to see Harry Kane on form yet again. Really good performance from him. What did you make of this result? And this really puts the title race back on track, right?
I know it does, and it wasn't a great result for a United fan, because obviously we need City to be dominating up there at least, and we need, we've got Spurs around us. But yeah, I think for the neutrals, unbelievable game, end-to-end stuff. Kane, on fire, just turns up out of nowhere. But I think it was a really, really exciting game, and it was one of them you just didn't know which way it was going to go. And I think that was what it was so exciting. And it was like a Saturday evening kickoff as well, So yeah, I think it was a really good game for all football fans, to be fair.
It was brilliant. It kind of reminded me of the Champions League game against Spurs and City. And Spurs went to City and ended up winning. It just reminded me of that. And they were underdogs as well. And it just, it was a very good game. A very good showcase for the Premier League. Do you see Spurs getting top 4? I know you said, obviously, Arsenal probably going to run away with it, maybe right to the end at least. But do you think Spurs have got a chance?
I know. I think they'll be there. They'll be knocking at the door, but I don't think they'll ever get there. Even if I don't think they'll ever, even just sit there and then come back out of it. I don't think they'll even hit that at all. I think.
I said it about the Champions League, Lauren, and they made the Champions League final. So I know I eat my words when I say them. You never know, I guess. It'll probably be Wolves that get it, I think, at the moment.
Yeah.
We will talk about that anyway. So Man City dropping points. You think it's going to be a bit of a struggle now for the top tier, yeah?
I think so. I think we're going to have a proper fight on our hands now, I think. But we just need to make sure City win it.
We do. I do not want to see Liverpool winning another Premier League title. Nope. Not on my watch.
No.
Leeds 2, Man United 4. We watched this game earlier, Lauren. Of course, me and you, big Man United fans. Sluggish game, and I was a tiny bit impressed with United's performance today. Only a slivering impression from them to me. But what did you make of it? What do you think?
I thought that the scoreline flattered us. We had 3 good players on the pitch. In Sancho, Pogba, and Lindelof. I think they were the most creative. Not a good day for Ronaldo. Not a good day for Ralph, making some very odd decisions. They worked, but I think it was more luck than judgment. But United love the fixture with Leeds, and Scott McTominay was right in the middle, getting bang at it.
Could have got a yellow. Could have got 2 yellows and a red there, right, Lauren? I mean, he was kicking people up in the air. I know that the field was a little bit. It was a disastrous field to play because of the grass was wet and the ball was pinging left, right, centre. It was kind of like the 70s again.
Yeah.
Like mud flying everywhere, boots going in. It was actually really, really nice game to watch, even though Man United weren't so nice on the eye.
Yeah. I think again, it's another one of them that neutrals probably would have enjoyed, especially with Leeds scoring the goals, like 2 goals within 24 seconds. It kind of blew the game wide open, and you just didn't know which way it was going to go. But we grinded it out, because I can't say that we showcased anything brilliant to get that win at all.
What did you make of the Alanga celebration after, you know, having coins thrown at him from the Leeds fans? Like,
Incredible.
Was you happy to see that, you know, he got what he deserved there, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. I think he could have made an even bigger meal out of it when he was celebrating. Because I just think it's scum. Throwing things on the pitch. I think it's disgusting. I'd never support United fans doing it. No one should ever go to a football game and think I'm going to throw something at the players on the pitch in hopes that it'll probably hurt them. Because you don't throw a coin just for it not to hurt them. You know it's going to hurt them if it hits them. It's a coin. So yeah, but it's just typical of this fixture, though, isn't it? Really, I think there's a lot of hostility in this fixture, and it's the first time the fans have been back.
15 years
when
right?
They've gone up, yeah. So, because obviously the first game we played against them, there was during COVID, so there was no fans. So yeah, I think there was just a bit too much excitement, and for this fixture, we're finally having the fans back.
Yeah, it's not nice to see, but I guess you can't just categorize it as just Leeds fans. That there are fans from every club that do it, isn't there, Lauren? That's the thing about it. Is it's happening a lot more everywhere, and I think Alanga, the way he held himself with it, was very admirable. You know, he didn't really give it too much. He was just like, I got the goal, and I'm going to go and celebrate my fans, and it was nice to see. Because he's had a lot of issues, you know, he's missing that penalty, getting a lot of stick as well for it, and it's just nice to see him scoring a goal and at least finishing off the win. And like you said, scraping through. I'm happy if we scrape through. We don't play so well, so 4-2 beating Leeds. We kind of always beat Leeds by a lot of goals, even when we don't play well, right, Lauren? That is the case recently.
Yeah. We had was it 5-2? At Old Trafford, and then we had the 6-1. Was it last season?
It was, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. So we do like to score a few goals against them, and it's always nice to see when you're bagging against Leeds.
Absolutely. We got one more game left, everybody. Smash the like, share, subscribe if you can, and give us your player of the weekend. Put it in the comments. We'll talk about it. Let's read a few comments before we get on to the last game. Talk MU, big up. He couldn't be here tonight. He's in the Man United agenda, having a cheeky meeting. Great results today from Music United TV. Big up, guys. S Featley TV. Big up, S Featley TV. Solo. Big up, Solo. Big up in the house. QN TV. Hi, guys. Great stream. Lauren, good football knowledge. Big up. Big up yourself, Lauren. See, even though you've had a few cans of lager last night and you're feeling a bit grim, you still got it there, Lauren. All right. So don't worry about drinking the night before work. You're an ace. You're an ace at this.
Just trying to get my words out. That's the thing. My brain's gone to mush.
Anthony Herbert, good day. Good game today, Matt. Question: how long has Lauren been a Man United fan for? Want to answer
25 years, going on 26 years. Since I was born, I had Manchester United baby grows. My dad only remembers my birthday because he brought me home when United beat Liverpool in the FA Cup final.
There you go. I can't even. That was a brilliant story.
It's the only reason he knows my birthday.
Excellent. Well, I wouldn't be ashamed of that. I wouldn't be ashamed of that.
I'll take it.
2 babies, on the same day. Adzils, big up ads, mate. Fred and Jaden done their thing tonight. Do you agree with that, Lauren? You think Jaden had a really good game? Man of the match.
Man of the match for me as well. Absolutely. I think he was really, really good. I thought when Pogba was on as well, they both played nicely. I really like that Jaden's getting into the swing of things now. I think he's a slow burner, Jaden Sancho, and I think Ollie didn't bring him in correctly. He kept playing him in different areas and then not playing him, and I don't think he gave him the chance and the opportunity to settle himself into this team, which is what Jaden needs to do. So I think now that he's getting, week in, week out football, I think that's why we're now seeing this improvement with him and this confidence.
Yeah, I was really impressed with him, not just today, but the last couple of games that he's played. A really nice assist today as well. And he just, there was one point as well, it nearly led to a goal. I think Alanga just literally muffed up the shot, but he went through like 2 or 3 players. But it was one of those like sort of like he didn't mean to do it, but he just kept going. And that's what I want to see in a Man United player. Just keep going. It's like he was like sort of going, is that all right? Like he looked around like, am I all right? Yeah, you're clear on. Go, run, Forrest, run.
Stop.
It was good to see just the confidence in him. He was like, yeah, this is great. I'm enjoying my football, and I'm glad to see it. Ads also says Fred is top class, clear McToilet, and deserve a lot more respect. Would you keep Fred over McTominay if you had to choose one to leave? Which one would it be, Lauren?
That pains me to say, but yeah, I'd get rid of McTominay. And I don't think they come as a package. They're like the Tuchel brothers. Like one goes, the other goes.
No.
Yeah, it's really. I do really like Fred, but when he's bad, he's bad. Like when he's on a bad day, it's horrendous.
Do you think McTominay doesn't have that bad day like Fred?
I just think McTominay's average.
Would you look at it the other way around and say Fred has a better day when he has a really good day? McTominay, but the other way around, when Fred has a bad day, it's worse than McTominay's bad day.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what
I just think McTominay's is very average.
Mm-hmm.
Just the only redeeming factor of him today was him just slicing everyone up.
He was just like a bloody Michelin chef, wasn't he? Absolutely slicing and dicing. It is horrible. Fans throwing things at players. No need for it. Lifetime ban, I say. Yeah, I'd probably agree.
Lifetime ban.
Hopefully Leeds will look into that, Lauren. I think they probably will. What lineup would you guys go with against Atletico Madrid? Might as well talk about United as this is the last game we was talking about before the last one. Go for it, Lauren. What do you think?
De Gea, Dallo, Lindelof, Varane, Telles. Then I'd go Pogba. Bruno. I'm trying.
Yeah, it's difficult. I know because
I'm trying to think of that.
Champions League, innit? You want to make sure you got it right.
Yeah.
Tough game.
Do you put Fred in? But then I don't really like Pogba and Fred. Pogba and Fred together. So my forward my front three would obviously be Jaden, Ronaldo, and Alanga.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just that midfield.
Yeah, it's difficult. I'll go with Pogba.
Just put Matic in there.
Maybe he was warming up today. I was like, maybe he might come on for the end, but he didn't. So he's definitely going to be 100% match fit for. Is it Wednesday night? Isn't it?
Yeah, I'm in Copenhagen, so hopefully my friend will let me watch it in a bar somewhere.
Oh, nice. Awesome. That'll be awesome. They have some really good support out there for Man United in Copenhagen and Liverpool too, but I don't want to shout that out too much. Yeah, they've already played, so don't worry. I'm glad you've gone this week and not last week.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, thank the Lord. Anthony Herbert, hard next month, Matt. You've got Man City, Liverpool, and Tottenham and Atletico Madrid. Yeah, it's a difficult one for Man United. But let's move on to the last game here. Everybody put your player of the weekend in. Who do you think was the best player of this weekend's fixtures? Wolves versus Leicester 2-1. Leicester dropping off again. And Wolves doing great again. Beating Spurs last time round. Now
Yeah.
Leicester. What did you make of the result, Lauren?
I question why Brendan Rodgers' job is not in question, because they don't look good and they're losing game after game after game. It could have been 3-1 in the final minutes of that game when Neves, was it Neves?
Neves. He was playing?
I'm trying to think whether it was him, because Schmeichel went up and then they got the counter and he tried to shoot and chip it over, but he missed completely. But that could have been, it could have been 3-1. It could have been even more embarrassing for Leicester. I think there's just no like unity in their team at the moment at all. There's no ideas. No one seems to be working together. They just look a bit lost at the moment as a whole team.
They look like they get I know Brendan Rodgers come out recently. He said we're going to take the Conference League very seriously. We really want to win it.
He didn't even know he was in it.
He didn't know at first. No, I know. So I don't know how he's come out now. I think the first time round he goes, "What is that? I don't understand what it is."
Yeah.
And then now recently he's gone, "We're taking it very seriously. We want to win it. It's a big tournament." It's like, come on, man. Like, you know, you're twisting it all about, aren't you? You know, like
Yeah,
1 minute
you're making
right.
a mockery here.
So do you think now he's realised actually it's going to bring us some money? At least it's another trophy in the cabinet. We'll be the first people to win it. So we might like give it that sort of thrust of fans wanting to watch it next season, and they probably think that they've probably got a good chance. Do you think they'll win it? And also, do you think Wolves will make top 4?
I think with the Conference League, whatever it is, Conference Cup, this is stupid. I think they may concentrate on it because they know that their Premier League season is over. You know, they're not going to be battling top 4. I think maybe they're going to focus on that now. So maybe, I think when he's saying he's going to take it seriously, he probably is, because it'll keep fans on side as well. Because as you say, it's just another silverware again in the cabinet, and it could, it'll just keep the fans on side again if they do win something. I think they probably could win it, but the way they're performing in the Premier League, I also don't know. But I'm saying I think they might win it because they may concentrate on it more and let the Premier League slide. So it'll be interesting to see how they do in the next couple of weeks. But I do think that Rodgers' job needs to be in question here. Like, I can't understand how it's not, how the media aren't on his back. I can't comprehend it at all. With Wolves, I don't think they're going to be anywhere near top 4. I wouldn't mind seeing them, battling for it, but I don't think this season is going to be their season to be battling for it.
No, I don't. And I agree with you on the Leicester thing as well. I think Brendan Rodgers' time is probably up in my mind, but I think Fox's fans are a little bit difficult on it. It's a bit 50-50 with how they feel about him. And, him winning the FA Cup as well. It's the first trophy they've won since winning the Premier League. They kind of look at that as another achievement and a big manager, I guess they look at it as, because they won a pretty big major cup. So I think that's probably why they're not so quick to look at it like that. And maybe, Lauren, would you think it's probably to do with the scarcity of managers out there at the moment that probably fit the bill?
I mean, it could be, because there's no available managers really at Leicester's level. So I think, maybe they just feel like they've got a safe option in Rodgers, and they'll come back next season. I don't know. I just think maybe it's not even, my problem isn't really to do with the club not getting rid of him or, coming out and saying anything. It's more the media, because I think I'm just bitter because of Solskjaer, and I think that the media hounded that man's job every single loss. But we don't see any of that for Brendan Rodgers, and I just can't quite understand it, because their run at the moment is abysmal.
It's abysmal. And Wolves, great. Maybe get Bruno Lage in at Leicester.
Yeah. Interesting.
Don't know how Wolves will feel about that, having to leave in 1 year. But okay, so we're pretty much near the end now, Lauren. Want to ask you and everybody else in the comments as well. You lot are pretty shy with telling us who your favourite player of the Premier League weekend was. Lauren, who's yours? Who's your man of the match? Man of the weekend, sorry.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think it will be Harry Kane. I think he just turned up yesterday. Took everyone by surprise, I think. But no, I think this weekend he deserves to be on top. I think he played really well, and we've missed the Harry Kane of old in recent months. So it was quite nice to just see him kind of play football again, like proper football.
Yeah. And one of the goals, he started the goal and then finished it, which I think from the other end of the pitch. So it's back on form. I can pretty much see City taking him in the summer, Lauren. No?
Yeah, his price has gone back up again now.
Oh, is it?
I'd say so, and I'd say so, yeah. And I think he probably played like that as well, because he's like, City, look what I can do. Look what you can have. He was soliciting himself right on the doorstep.
He was pretty much, wasn't he? He was sort of like, just, I could be playing in blue right now against Tottenham and scoring these goals. You're missing out. Do you, but I mean, seriously, at his age though as well, do you think it might be a bit risky? Is it going to be 30, isn't he, next year?
I think so, yeah. I think it's...
Might be 30 now. Might be.
Maybe, I think so. I thought it was 29. Yeah, so yeah. The thing is, the way he's been playing recently, I'm like, what else has he got left in him? Not saying his career's over. I don't mean it like that, but I mean it as in, is he the huge striker, £200 million player he would have been last season? I don't know, because we've not really seen that this season. He's not shown it, so I just don't know whether the price tag is a good move for any club for him.
It's going to be a lot, isn't it? What, 200, 250, 200 mil?
I'd say so, yeah.
For 4 seasons at the most? Worth it?
No.
No.
I don't think any player's worth 200 flipping million pound.
No, exactly. that just blows that out of the water anyway, let alone Harry Kane. And nobody's worth it. Like Mbappe's not worth 200 million, would you say? I don't think so.
Haaland's not worth. No one is. Grealish was never worth 100 million.
No. He hasn't done a lot for City this campaign, really, has he?
That's why I question whether City will pay that for Kane, because they've already been done by one massive signing that hasn't really... All that signing of Grealish has done has improved Sterling again.
Yeah, it has.
Like, that's all it's done.
Let's hope
Grealish hasn't done anything.
No, he hasn't. Let's hope they can put that into the England team, though, for this World Cup this year. I bloody hope so. I bloody hope it happens. Right, that's it then. I had Harry Kane as my player of the weekend, so I'm not going to think of anybody else, because pretty much the only one. Player of the weekend, Harry Kane. Lauren, thank you so much for coming on again. Oh, you know what? It's so cool to have you back.
Yeah, I've enjoyed it. I'm glad to be back.
Glad to see you're wrapped up warm. It's so cold and windy out there. I've actually got to go to the shop in 5 minutes. So
no.
It's really bad out there. Like, the rain's coming one side only. So I'm literally going to have a face like... my nose is going to be going that way like a boxer. But where can we find you, Lauren? Where can everybody that's tuning in find out where you are? And of course, you still doing your boxing channel as well?
Not at the moment. We're waiting to get everything back up and running with being able to go to fights and things. So that will be coming soon at some point.
Where can we find you from now, though? Where are you at, Lauren?
So my Twitter is at Law Page Souls. So it's LAUR Page Souls, and it's all football, boxing, F1, and a load of other stuff.
Brilliant. Go check out Lauren, everybody, and everybody in the comments as well. We might just read out a couple more here.
Mm-hmm.
I want McFred tag to be gone. Fred is clear of McTominay. Neves got the first goal. Harry Kane, yeah. Matt got to go buy some smokes. Maybe some beer as well, and some coffee for the morning. But yeah, that's it. We're finishing off now. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. And we will see you again on Tuesday for the Football Politics show. But until then, have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll see you later.
Goodbye. Bye-bye.